Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more details videos. Coco Gauff breaks social media silence after her quarterfinal exit from the Cincinnati Open. Coco Gauff has updated fans on how she is doing after her quarterfinal loss at the Cincinnati Open. Gauff was beaten by Jasmine Paolini in a match where she hit a total of 62 unforced errors. This has continued a mixed North American hard-court swing so far, and there are now concerns for Gauff going into the U.S. Open. Days after her exit from the Cincinnati Open, Gauff has now posted on social media ahead of the New York Major. Coco Gauff posts on Instagram for the first time since her Cincinnati loss. Since Gauff won Roland Garros back in May, she has only won 4 of her next 8 matches. This includes Gauff's defeat in the first round of Wimbledon, alongside her loss to Victoria Mboko in Montreal. Following her second consecutive straight sets defeat to Paolini, Gauff has posted a collection of pictures from her time at the Cincinnati Open alongside a brief caption. The world number 2 wrote, "In the rear-view mirror, thank you at Cincinnati." Why could Coco Gauff's draw at the U.S. Open now be made more difficult? Despite exiting the Cincinnati Open early, Gauff is not playing mixed doubles at the U.S. Open, something she has said would be the case from the start of the announcement of the event's overhaul. For Gauff, all eyes are now on the singles tournament, where she won her first Grand Slam title 2 years ago. However, due to some of her recent results, Gauff is now at risk of being overtaken by Iga Swiatek in the WTA rankings. This could have a huge impact on Gauff's chances at the U.S. Open, as she would no longer be a top 2 seed in the draw. If Gauff falls to world number 3 in the WTA rankings, it will mean that she could have to play both Swiatek and Aryna Sabalenka to win the title, whereas that could have been avoided if she was still the 2nd seed. Swiatek will look to make that happen in the Cincinnati Open final, with a win confirming that Gauff will fall to world number 3. Rising Phoenix, Coco Gauff breaks social media silence after Cincinnati quarterfinal exit. On August 16, 2025, with fans holding their breath from every angle, Coco Gauff, a tennis prodigy with the world at her fingertips, broke her silence on social media following a hard-fought quarterfinal defeat at the Cincinnati Open. For a week, the digital sphere had held its collective breath. Now, with a single post, Gauff reshaped the narrative, not just about her loss, but about the fierce human spirit behind every athlete. 1. The match that echoed through social media. Cincinnati is more than just another stop on the WTA Tour. It's a stage that embellishes legends. Gauff, the 2nd seed, surged into the quarterfinals with impressive wins, including one that placed her above Serena Williams in terms of WTA 1000 quarterfinal appearances before age 22, a testament to her maturity and consistency. The Sun. Talksport. Yet, despite her ascent, an opponent who matched her grit dealt the decisive blow in the quarters, resulting in a compelling yet heartbreaking exit. The media buzzed with stats, double fault troubles, criticisms from fans, and debates around expectations. But through it all, Gauff maintained a focused silence, until now. 2. The return to the digital arena. Finally, breaking the hush that enveloped days of speculation and emotional highs, Gauff posted her first message on social media since that quarterfinal. The silence now broken, fans leaned in. What would she say? Though the exact wording of her post wasn't detailed in reports, its significance resonated deeply. It was the voice of an athlete acknowledging resilience, loss, and the unwavering fire to return stronger. The Tennis Gazette. 3. Crafting the message beyond the words. Imagine Gauff's post, heartfelt, reflective, determined. She's not just speaking to her fans. She's speaking to future Coco, the one who will step back onto those hard courts, heart open and full of ambition. Perhaps she penned something along the lines of, "Sometimes you win. Sometimes you learn. Thank you for sticking with me. I'll be back." Those few words, more than any serve or smash, shape her evolving legacy. 4. From fans, echoes of support and solidarity. While media coverage spotlighted concerns, disabled serves, mental strain, and expectations, fans rallied to her defense. Social feeds revealed unwavering support. We have to change that mentality. It's okay to lose, but it's how you lose. The other top players are blown off the court when they lose, while Coco beats herself. At Ladarius, PFSN, double fault woes were noted with empathy and concern. Coco, you know I love you down, but it is not normal for a top player to throw up more than 20 double faults in match after match. #Cincy Open. At Niles G. Paul, PFSN, this digital chorus embraced her post, wrapping the announcement with empathy and encouragement. 5. The weight of expectations. Success brings scrutiny. After her breakthrough as U.S. Open champion in 2023 and her 2025 French Open victory, expectations reached a fever pitch. Wikipedia. +1. Every match, not just Grand Slams, became a yardstick of her worth, often overshadowing remarkable achievements like her WTA finals and rapid rise in rankings. Gauff herself spoke candidly about how the public's perception hinges too much on slam successes. Sometimes, tennis fans want us to win every week. It's completely normal for a player to have a good 3-4 weeks, and then maybe not have as good a few weeks, just because of the tour schedule. PFSN. 6. The serve, a mirror to the mind. Of all the technical critiques, her serve, the high-pressure, high-visibility barometer, took the spotlight. Gauff's double faults ballooned during the tournament, peaking at 16 in the quarterfinal alone. Essentially sports. Industry voices and fans worried that this wasn't just form, but a symptom of mental fatigue. Still, beyond data, there was understanding. I was playing that match thinking like, well, girl, I feel you. Arina Sabalenka, reflecting on Coco's struggles. Reddit. This empathy speaks louder than stats. A reminder that Gauff's journey is shared, not solitary. 7. Turning the page. Silence as strength. Silence can be powerful. In opting not to address the aftermath immediately, Gauff protected her process. Now, with intention, she reemerges, not just as a competitor, but as a storyteller, inviting her supporters to journey with her from defeat to resolve. This digital moment becomes a narrative reset, telling the world she's listening, growing, and not breaking. 8. What lies ahead? Reframing the comeback. The tour never stops. Soon enough, Gauff will be courtside again, racket in hand, with a new slate to write. This social media post is the prelude to what's next, a recharged return built not on perfection, but on honesty, growth, and the unshakable drive of a champion. Final thoughts, the artistry of authenticity. This isn't just a tennis story, it's a human one. Coco Gauff's decision to speak after a pause shows maturity beyond her years. It underscores that victories aren't only won on the scoreboard. They're won in how we respond, how we center, how we find our voice again. Her message, likely concise yet heartfelt, embodies the spirit of a wielder of both racket and heart, ready to rise with purpose.